Hey, this is Hansen, and in this guide I'm showing you how to win games in the Jagdtiger. And I say win games and not making damage because I struggle a lot in the Jagdtiger. I have played over 1500 games in it, but I struggled in it because I was doing damage. I was playing it more or less like a heavy tank. I thought, okay, this machine can go to the front and can dish out damage. But this is not the way how to play it when you want to win games, right? When you want to win games, you have to play it differently. And you have to play it smart. You have to position yourself at the right locations on the map, and you have to, yeah, you have to be at the right position at the right time. And this is how to win games. And I recently managed to, while being an average player, um, slightly above average maybe, but I'm not a unicorn or something, but I managed to get a win rate of 62% in my last 130 games in the Jagdtiger. So if you're interested in learning how to play this machine, as I've said, I have played it a lot and I think I know how to play it right now. So if you think you can learn something from this, then this guide may be for you. So this guide is it has a few sections. The first sections we're going to talk about maybe the armor and how to use your armor effectively in the Jagdtiger. And and we're going to talk about a few tricks, and later we will discuss mainly positioning in the Jagdtiger and watch some replays. So now I'm going to quickly compare the Jagdtiger to the other tier 9 armored tank destroyers. So what's interesting is that the Jagdtiger's gun is almost second best at everything. So it has second best DPM, and that is really nice DPM, really nice DPM. Only the Tortoise has more DPM, much more DPM though, but this DPM 3703 is amazing, and if you put a rammer on it gets even better. And the penetration 276, really nice penetration, second best once again. And damage second best. This is a really nice, I think it's a really nice combination of penetration, damage and DPM. Because you have alpha damage, it is 560, right? It's not as low as the Tortoise with 400. So you have your shot is not as scary as maybe the shot of the T30 or of the Object 704, but you hit again in after 9 seconds or something. Here 10.9 seconds, and with a rammer you can get this to 9 something. So this gun is just amazing. I really like this gun. You have a high shell velocity, higher than the other tier 9 tank destroyers. You have second best aim time, you have second best accuracy, you have second best dispersion, you have second best tank traverse, second best turret traverse, you have even second best gun depression, and this is actually 7.5 degrees of gun depression, I think. So it's not 7, it should be 7.5. Movement though is very it's very slow. It's not as slow as the T95 or not as slow as the Tortoise, but the Foch is faster for sure, and the Object 704 is also faster. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Armour later. And what's else interesting? We have view range 390, very good. Together with the Tortoise, best in this comparison. So yeah, let's talk about the Armour. So let's talk about the Armour and the Jagdtiger. So this section here, this lower part, you only have 150. On this upper part, you have already 210. So it's not super effective. Against lower tiers, some tier 8 tanks are going to bounce here already. And tier 7, of course. But if you can hide this whole section and only show your upper structure, and this is 250 millimeters, and this is quite bouncy, and you can get even tier 10 vehicles will have a hard time penetrating you here. They can penetrate you though, but if they hit the gun mantlet, this gun mantlet is very big and very thick. So if you stay at a distance, you're quite safe. If you're hull down and at a distance, you can take a beating. You really can take a beating. And you have 2,100 hit points. So this is just amazing. 2,100 is the most hit points of all tier 9 tank destroyers. The Tortoise only has 2,000. The Jagdpanzer E100 has only 2,200, I think. It only has 100 hit points more than the Jagdtiger. So the hit points make up for the not so good armor. But once again, when you're hull down and you're at a distance, it is really this armor becomes quite effective. So because when you go hull down like this behind a hill or something, and we look, and you have to imagine like this is the hill, and you only show this upper section, right? Then your armor becomes even 10 millimeters more thick, effective, and now you are up to 262 instead of 252, 53 something. Alright, so stay a distance, stay hull down, and I cannot stress this, I cannot say this enough. Stay a distance and stay hull down. This is where you want to be with the Jagdtiger. Okay, you can, if you have to go in the city and you have to go in the infight, you can side scrape a little bit, like this. You come out of the corner, like this. Go out of the corner, back, and then turn your hull, fire, and drive back into cover. So out, turn, fire, and then drive back into cover. I think this is the best way to shoot around corners with this machine. Of course, you cannot side scrape like a heavy tank, but I think this is the best method to do it, because if you come around like this, while you can do it, right? You can come around like of a corner like this, and this also is quite effective. You also can come around like a corner like this, but they can shoot you in the tracks or something else. So it's not, while this upper plate is very bouncy when you come around a corner like this and then go around, there's a long time you have to turn your tank, right? So this is a very long time, and but I still don't know which method is more effective to come around a corner like this. If this is the corner and you come around like this and then shoot and then drive back like this and then disappear behind the corner, or this side scraping method that I mentioned. But well, I guess you have to find out yourself. I use both sometimes, and yeah, I think they are both working. So let's talk about equipment. And as you can see, the DPM of the Jagdtiger is already enormous. It is fantastic. But I am greedy, and so I put in a large caliber tank gun rammer. And now this DPM is at 3415. So yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing. I don't know how many hit points has the mouse. I don't know how many mouse per minute you can kill with this. But it's it's fantastic. So rammer, of course. Then second one, telescope. Why telescope? Because I play it like a TD, and while it has a basic view range of 390, I like to spot things at a distance and as far away as possible. So I need this these optics, and so you can spot even even things like light tanks who have a good camo value. You can spot them at really far away. It is really nice to have, and you need to spot them far away because you need them to be at a distance to fire at them. Right? If they're coming close, it's game over. Not always game over, but it's getting more difficult. Okay, and next thing I'm going to put in is a toolbox. Why toolbox? Because if you get tracked, you don't have a turret, you cannot turn your turret, and you only have 10 degrees to the right and 10 degrees to the left, so you need this toolbox to get your tracks up as fast as possible. And also, the first thing to do is to train your crew for repairs, even more than camouflage, because it benefits a little bit as it is a TD. It benefits from camouflage crew, but I would go for repairs first, because when you get tracked, it's no fun. You need this toolbox. You need this binocular telescope. Maybe go for optics, but I prefer telescope because I stand still for quite a long time, and then of course go for rammer. And these three equipment choices, I think over these 1500 games I've played in the Jagdtiger, I think this is the best combination. So this is an example of positioning with the Jagdtiger. I use this hill, and here we have an IS-3, and but I'm staying here quite good, hull down, and he cannot see a lot of my tank, so he is only able to see this upper structure. And now he shoots at this upper part, and as long as he shoots normal rounds, he doesn't go through. But when he shoots premium rounds, he has, I think, a 50-50 chance of penetrating me, because the premium rounds of the IS-3 don't have that much penetration. But if you would shoot with an T-54 with heat at this superstructure, he would be able to go through to this part or to this part here. But then again, if he hits the gun mantlet, which is a quite big thing, he would have a hard time, right? So go at a distance, go hull down, and then you're quite safe. The other way to go hull down is behind, well, some rocks or something like here, and you just show just this upper part. And while you can't do it perfect most of the time, you try to show at the least amount of your tank as possible. So try to go hull down, whatever you do, and if it's not possible, then try to trade shots. You could trade shots with this IS-3 very easily, because you have much more hit points, you hit much harder, and you would finish this IS-3 anyway if it would appear in the open. But try to not get shot at, and then you will be... Here I'm experimenting this side scraping method, and well, I think I get tracked right now. He shoots me. I show too much of my side, I think, right now, and yeah, he tracks me, right? But it is a good, if you do it right, it is a good and very effective way to do it. But you have to train this. So in this simulation I'm up against two enemy tanks, one T-54 and a T-28 prototype, and they are trying to kill me right now. They're coming at me, or I don't know what they do, but here is the T-54, and I'm trying to get one in. Miss, of course. And now is an important, here's a critical moment, right? What you need to do when a medium tank like a T-54 is coming at you, you need to go to some rock or some building or anything where you can hide your butt, right? A thing that you can use like this. This is the nearest one. I could go to this one, but this one is nearer to me, so it's not a long way to drive to this thing, and I can use this building as a tool to not get flanked by the T-54. So let's see how this works. And again, you have to do this immediately. So if you see a medium tank or a light tank approaching you, immediately drive to this rock or to this building. Don't wait and don't fire a second or third time at them. Shoot once and then go to this location and use it as a tool, right? And we're going to watch how this is going right now. He gets one into me and I'm driving straight at this building and trying to get one in, and now he's trying to flank me and I didn't even quite manage to reload, and he wants to shoot me again, but he didn't manage, and now the T-28 shoots me from, and he shoots me again. And nah, he missed one, and you see how I use this this rock, this building behind me. So now he cannot flank me, and I've got him. So this is what you have to keep in mind. Try to use buildings, use rocks, whatever, to not get flanked by these fast tanks.